So you just got a brand new Tesla Model 3 refresh design. Let's go and talk about all the things you should look out for when you're inspecting your vehicle before you buy it. Let's start with the bottom of the bumper. Any scratches? Any scratches? Looking good. What is up, guys? It's Chris with Everydaychris, and welcome to my channel. Now, if you haven't seen my other delivery checklist videos where I did the Model X as well as the Model Y, go ahead and check that out. I have checklists for all those. However, now we have the Model 3 refresh design. Right when you get your car, you usually have around 100 miles to report any issues and defects with the vehicle. Now, a lot of times they do a great job at inspecting the stuff beforehand before you get it. They've gotten a lot better. However, let's take a look at some of the few things you gotta keep an eye out for when you're inspecting your new vehicle. Starting with the paint. Now, white is super easy. You don't have to worry about any blemishes and scratches and stuff. But as you can see there's this black speck. That's in the clear coat. That's not coming out ever. And there's also a red speck here, and that's not coming out either because that's in the clear coat. And I don't know if you can see, there's some micro fine swirls and scratches. The Tesla delivery people wash the car. So it's all up to you. Like for me, when I got my Model X, there was an issue like this too. They said what they do is they take it to a body shop and then they have it repaired. I don't know if it's worth the trouble or not. That's up to you depending how small the issue is. However, the second you get your vehicle, I always recommend going to paint protection, do something like that. So I'm here at Extreme Edge Auto Detail in Garden Grove. Make an appointment to get paint protection film, ceramic coating, tinting, whatever you need. Because what they do is they inspect the paint, they buff out any scratches and swirl marks to make sure your paint is optimal before putting protection on. So of course you want to check the panel gaps on the hood. Just run your finger along here. Overall, it's solid. You want to push on the headlight, make sure everything is stiff. Make sure nothing is loose and is about to fall out. Everything looks good here as well. No fog lights this time, which is nice. But man, the Model 3 design is beautiful. We're making our way down here. One thing is you want to make sure there are no dents in the frunk because the frunk is a very thin piece of metal, not very durable. And sometimes people have had dents in here, so be careful. When you are closing it, of course, you do the two-hand method. But overall, it's not bad. You can kind of see that there's a little bit more gap on this left side versus the right side. However, I found with Tesla issues, if it's not a big deal, don't bother fixing it because they could actually make it worse than it was before. So if it's fine, just leave it alone. It looks good enough. Now you want to make sure you inspect, again, the body panels. You want to make sure it's not rubbing too close together also, because if that happens when you're driving, it can rub against the paint and cause some serious issues too. So just keep an eye out for that. Overall, this is a solid vehicle. They did a great job. So what I like to do is I like to go through the exterior process. You're super excited to get your car. I completely understand, but I like to just break it down step by step and in sections first. So we took a look at the front. It looks good so far. You want to take a look at the headlights. Sometimes there might be water, condensation. Sometimes it's normal in the rear headlights. But if it's an excessive buildup of condensation, make sure you guys put in a work order for that to get it replaced and fixed because it is known for it to go out. However, these headlights look good. Look for scratches too. I don't see any scratches or anything, but we want to make sure the headlights work, the daytime running lights work, as well as the emergency lights work. So we're going to take a look at that real quick. So to do that, you just open the door, simple, finger like this, open. Everything's on the screen. You go to the controls, which is a little car icon. First thing under controls, and the emergency lights for the Model 3 is all the way up here. So we're gonna turn that on and we're gonna take a look. So now that we're at the front, you wanna make sure the daytime running light is nice and bright all across. You wanna make sure the turn signal looks good. The headlights are looking fine. I don't see any issues, nothing, no scratches, no nothing. So now that we're here, we're just gonna take a quick look at the side repeater cameras. It's all new. You wanna make sure there isn't too much water in here. Sometimes water does get in, like mine it does. You wanna make sure the lights work as well, and then there's no issues with the camera, no scratches or anything like that. So like I said, we're just gonna do everything in the first part first, that way we can work our way back, making it so much easier. And to open the front, it's very simple. It's all on the screen right here. You just have to press the front open button, and then the front opens like that. Okay, so you wanna make sure it opens clean and smooth. They have new hinges here, so it provides that wide opening. It looks good. Sometimes they don't paint this, and it could be horrible, so especially with these body painted trims, you wanna make sure everything is painted and it looks good. It looks like they really improved. They did a great job. Always check hinges and seals for everything, especially with Teslas, because they tighten the bolts, causes scratches, and it's something you just don't wanna look at. Hinges, looks good. This is the front. You want to check the seal. You want to make sure the seal is on and it's not breaking or nothing is loose. It looks good. And there's a tow hook here, so you can use that if you need a tow. And make sure the light works. And then this opens it as well. So when you're closing it, you don't want to slam it shut. You just want to close it gently, two hands, and then close. Beautiful. So now we're going to be working our way on the sides. As you can see, this is a really important part, and it does play into a factor because of the interior lighting, which I'll talk about in a second. But you can see that this new design feature, it's very smooth, it lines up properly, it's perfect, right? That's what we want to look for. Just run your hand along here and see how even it is. That's perfect. On the left side, it's perfect here. But if we come around to the other side, you'll see a little different. So if we come around to the passenger side, you can see that the passenger door goes in a little bit compared to the body on the front bumper. So it definitely goes in slightly more, and you're thinking, oh, it's whatever, who cares? But if it bothers you inside, which I'll show you again in a second, you'll see why. Now, some people have noted scratches and stuff like that on the plastic trim as well as on the mirror. So just inspect it real quick, look for any scratches or damage. Also, you want to view the side mirror. I've seen people's side mirrors like cloudy and damaged, and they had to get it replaced. Just make sure you take a look at that real quick, make sure it's all functioning properly. One thing is they have a beautiful black trim. Quickly take a look for any scratches or anything that's bent and out of shape. Because there have been times where, I don't know, from factory, it gets pushed in and it's all bent. So just run your hand along the entire trim, make sure it's nice and smooth, make sure there's no damage, make sure it's straight and nothing is bent or deformed, because that's very important. While you're here, just take a look at the side repeater camera. Make sure there's no scratches on here, because this camera is very important for the self-driving and autopilot features. One common thing I found is these door handles sometimes can be more recessed than others. So just take a look, run your hand along here, make sure it looks good. Sometimes they're more recessed, and they can fix all these really fast, really easily. Also, with these doors, the window rolls down when you open them. So make sure you open all the doors and make sure they all work. So when I open the door, see how the window comes down a touch? Perfect. And when you close it, it goes up. When that's happening, you take a look at the trim, make sure it's not catching on anything and damaging anything, because I have seen that as well, where the window hits the trim because it's not aligned properly, and that's causing a ton of issues as well. Also, you want to take a look at the roof. You want to inspect the edges, especially for any cracks. It's covered in black seals as well. So you want to make sure all the seals are intact. There's nothing that's torn or ripped, because if it rains, it'll leak into your cabin, and that's not something you want. Same thing with the rear here, especially here. Make sure it's nice and straight. Nothing is bent or dented in. Take a look at the glass. Like, take a look at all the glass. Make sure there's no scratches. There have been scratches sometimes, so just keep an eye out. Just look at the glass. Make sure it looks good. Again, test the door. It lowers and also closes. One thing you want to pay attention to, take a look at the wheels, take a look at the wheel well for any scratches. The covers are amazing and they're nice to look at, but you want to make sure you inspect the rims underneath it, because sometimes it might be scratched. And these ones, they just pull out. They're very easy to do. Look at that, boom. And then take a look, no scratches on here, it looks good. And you want to take a look at this, any scratches on here, nothing, it looks amazing. When you are placing it back in, look for the circle piece, because that aligns with the valve stem. Then all you have to do is line that up and then use some elbow grease, and it's closed. While you're doing all that, you take a look at the paint as you go through. Like, look at it on different angles and check. Now, one thing, especially with white cars, this is metal, this is plastic. So when you have a white car with plastic and metal, you may get different white tones. I don't know if you can see, and my camera's gonna catch that, but this is definitely like a pure white, whereas this is slightly like a yellowish white. Very common, very normal. It all depends on how you feel about it. I haven't seen a Tesla service center say they're gonna repaint your bumper, because they're gonna say it's within spec, because it's supposed to be that way, which is true. When we're coming into the back here, we're gonna take a look at the side. We're gonna take a look at the tail lights. You wanna make sure you look for scratches as well. And then turn on the headlights and tail lights again and open the trunk, because there's a new feature with the Model 3 refresh you wanna make sure is working properly. So I turned on the emergency blinkers, turned on the headlights. I'm looking for even uniformity. It looks good. The LED lights are all working, no condensation. However, the tail light is gonna be coming up with the trunk when I open this. And you want to make sure these work as well. These are a new feature, it's by law. So these lights turn on when the trunk lid is open, because it takes the taillights with them. Usually in the trunk, when you get the car, you'll get like your front license plate, your J1772 adapter might be here. Look for any damage. It's usually fine. There's usually never issues here. When you do get home, check to see if your emergency charge port door does work and open. It's right up here on the Highland. There's a little slot. They made the loop way longer, thank goodness. But all you have to do is pull it, and you can feel that. That's kind of how you know. You can kind of feel it opening. And then, of course, you want to check the plastic for any scratches here. You also want to check these hinges, because these are exposed in the Model 3. So check the hinges for any paint issues. You can kind of see it a little bit up here. Like, the paint's not perfect, but you don't even see this anyway, so it's okay. This is like classic Tesla build quality. Check to make sure the trunk opens and closes smoothly as well. Doesn't slam and like cause a lot of damage. With the old Model 3s, when you close the trunk, sometimes you'll be super recessed. This one looks pretty good. Not bad. It's supposed to be like this. Everything is even, aligned properly. I don't know if this will ever happen, but make sure Tesla's here spelled out. Someone might forget to put it on there. Check the camera, check the rear camera, make sure there isn't any scratches on it. It looks good, no scratches. Dual motors here if you have the dual motor. So far, everything looks great back here. So we do the same thing to the other side. Now we're gonna go and do the interior and inspect it and check it out. Okay, so we open the door. You wanna check to make sure all the windows roll down completely. So when you roll down the window with the door open, see how it doesn't roll down all the way? It's supposed to do that by design. However, when you close the door, it's gonna go down all the way. So that's something you want to keep an eye out for. Just make sure everything works. And then the rears in here kind of just stick up a little bit. That's by design. It's supposed to be like that. And then roll it up. Make sure they all roll up. Make sure this is all covered in felt. I don't know. It might be possible where you'll get it where it's not covered in felt. Who knows? But just take a look. It's all updated. They made it very simple and like very good. So they did a great job. Make sure these buttons press. This is what opens the door. And then you want to also make sure the emergency release handle opens and works, and we'll test that when we get inside. Take a look at the seals. Sometimes I've seen seals that are like coming off, but you could see that this is all in properly and nicely. Looks good. Make sure it's all painted. There isn't any scratches. One problem is a lot of these seals are like warped and misaligned. So take a look at it. Again, like with this stuff, you could do this at home. They'll do a mobile service appointment and they'll fix it for you at home, which is cool. But this one is solid. So you got the seals here. A lot of times these seals aren't lined up properly, but look how perfect this looks. It looks great. Take a look at the hinges here as well. You want to make sure the hinges aren't damaged. It's painted white or whatever color your car is. It looks good. So now we're inside of the seats. You just want to raise it, lower it, make sure the lumbar support works. Make sure the seats function properly and there aren't any issues. Take a look at the steering wheel. Look for any issues there might have. All these buttons should be able to be pressed very simple. Like this one's a little stiff. I can feel that. But these issues are covered under their basic 50,000 mile warranty. So don't worry if you have this problem, you don't realize it until much later. Honk the horn is right in the center here. Honk it once, make sure that works. Test the high beam function. High beam works okay, good. There's a camera button here that opens all the cameras up too when you press it. Make sure the windshield wiper works and then hold it to enable the windshield washer fluid. I don't know, you can see how uneven it is right here. That's because the door isn't aligned properly. So all up to you, they could simply realign it, no problem. But if you look at the driver door, you can see how it sits perfectly. These two pieces align. It's just something, an OCD part of me. See how perfect this is? It looks good. Take a look at the headliner. Make sure everything, ooh, it's so soft and nice. Make sure everything is lined up. You can see a little grease smudge here. The very common happens. Open up the mirror here. Make sure the light turns on. Make sure this opens. Looks good, magnetically held, perfect. Take a look at the glass up here. Make sure there's no cracks or scratches or anything. It looks good. Overall, just sit in the car for a second, inspect stuff. Sometimes I've seen the mirror, side mirror fall off. So take a look at that, make sure it looks good and there isn't any issues here. Your emergency lights are up here, but you also have the gear indicators up here as well. It's not gonna work if it's in idle. However, if you have your key card, you put your foot on the brake and then you press something, it pops up here. So you wanna make sure that turns on. So the car's so new, but just make sure the LED lighting is even and uniform across all the panels. These are all separate panels, so just pay attention to that. Go to lights, accent lights, turn it on. Auto makes it so it matches the time of the day. So all up to you. But when it's on here, you can control it here. Make sure the lights are perfect and uniform. Choose a bright color so you can see if there's any dead spots or anything like that. However, it looks good. While we're here, you want to test to make sure all the screen functions work properly, which it does. One way to check is also you can go to Toy Box, which is this here, and then you can go to Sketchpad and sketch on. And you could just test it. Look for any phantom presses, which there shouldn't be. Looks good, works. Now at this point, your profile should be loaded onto here as well. So check your profile, make sure all the settings work there. I go into a deep dive settings menu and all the stuff you need to change, especially if you're a new Tesla owner. So take a look at that if you want to check that out. But yeah, pretty basic on here. There's also a speaker in the Tesla, so you want to make sure you test out that function. And I always love doing this. Go to the Toy Box, go to emissions, and then just fart on demand. You could just press this button here and it'll do a funny fart sound. Now, we have to check the climate. That's an important one because my Model Y has climate issues. But turn on the climate, move it up and down and see if you feel the air. Yeah, I feel it. You might be able to hear the actuator going down as well. Test the heated seats, and now there's cooled seats, so make sure the cooled seats work, as well as test the heated steering wheel. So turn it all on, go to the rears, turn the rear fan on, turn on the heated seats as well. Once we get into the back, we know it's working because it's warm back there. Now, one new feature that isn't in any of my other delivery checklist videos is their secret service menu. It's nice to pull up just to check to make sure there aren't any issues that we're not aware of, because sometimes there's alerts that aren't on the screen. So to do that, we're gonna go onto the control icon. We're gonna go to software, hold the Model 3, type in service, check the service alerts and see if there's any new alerts. So you can see here all these alerts that weren't on the main menu, but it's in the secret service menu. However, they're not necessarily all bad, but just keep an eye on it. Maybe ask the service technician, like, how come it's saying the steering column, blah, 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 blah. But everything seems to work. And if there were major issues, it would say it. And then there's exit service mode right here. Another thing you want to check, connect your iPhone, use Bluetooth, connect your phone. And then you want to click on here real quick, swipe up, and you could click this, and then make sure you set the tone on max so you could test out the sub, bass, look and listen for any sort of vibrations, and move this around to test out that as well and make sure everything's working and there aren't any distortion and issues. So again, open and close the door multiple times, make sure it closes and opens. Test the manual release function as well. To do that in the front, all you have to do is pull this black lever right in front of the door switches, and it opens. You're not supposed to do it all the time. It even tells you because it may cause damage to the window trim, but it's nice just to test out to make sure, because that's very important. Thunk. I love that thunk. Sounds so good. In the center storage area, just take a look. Make sure all the lids open and close easily. Confirm that the glove box opens through the screen. You just have to press there, and then glove box opens. And then close it. Open this up. This is magnetic as well now. Make sure there's no scratches. Test the USB-C ports. There's a USB-C port here. Only one, but test out, make sure it works. There's a 12 volt here as well. You could test out later on if you wanted to. But that's it for the front. You also have wireless charging, so bring your phones and test out the wireless charger. This is also where you put your key card. So before in the Model 3 and Y, you would have to put it here. However, now they changed it to right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back. So first thing you want to do is check to make sure these seats go down easily. It does, perfect. No problems. Again, take a look at the panel in the back as well. Make sure the button works. Make sure the window rolls down all the way. So now with the Model 3 refresh, if the doors ever stop working, instead of having to go through the front, now they have an emergency release in the rears, which is awesome. All you have to do is find this little black plastic piece, pull it out, and then you'll see a yellow string. You pull the yellow string and then the door unlocks. Coat hanger hooks here, make sure they work, function. There's also LED lighting, which is nice. Make sure it's like touch sensitive, make sure it turns on and off. You do have the ability to fold the middle row down here, just cup holders, no storage or anything, but it is nice if there's two people. The middle seat does not get heated, unfortunately, but it's pretty basic back here. But let's talk about the 8-inch screen. So make sure the 8-inch screen works, make sure the climate works. You have the ability to move the vents up and down. You can feed the vents here. When you click this, you have the ability to move the passenger seat forward and backward. So make sure you test out that function and make sure it works. Very useful feature. And this is also your heated seat function. You can control music, you can watch Netflix, you can play games back here. Awesome that they have a screen back here. Oh God, this car's so low. All right guys, there you have it. All the stuff you kind of have to look for when you are getting your car. Most of the stuff they can fix under their 50,000 mile basic warranty. And again, they do have that 100-mile warranty. If there are any major issues that you do notice, they can fix that right away. Overall, the build quality on the Tesla has improved so much, especially with the Model 3 refresh. I mean, I love it. I can't wait for them to refresh the Model Y. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.